The start of the fourth quarter was pretty good. We got the turnover by the sack by Juwan. Obviously, the scoop and score that we wish would have been a touchdown by Ben. It was actually started right around the 6-minute mark when that first drive they got. Thought we were decent. You know, they beat us on a juke route. They got down inside the 5 and then didn't get a chance to finish. And obviously, the last drive we didn't finish. But obviously, it's about finish. And it's unfortunate because I feel like the guys, we adjusted after the first quarter of 14 points, and we kind of had 7 or 8 straight, stops. We had a field goal off a sudden change, but it's very unfortunate to go out and lose a game like that, especially when you feel like you put a lot into it and had an opportunity to beat a talented team.
It seems like in all these close losses, defense is really good all game and gives up, one crucial drive. Is there anything specific that stands out in each of those drives?
Well, I mean, obviously the situation itself and thing that stands out, I think I got to do a better job of putting us in a situation the pass to get some more rush on the quarterback versus trying to play some coverage. But, as you make those calls and those adjustments in the game, you can't really, like I said, I think a couple weeks ago, as far as second guessing yourself, they had some guys outside that kind of outmatched our corner, so I didn't want to leave them, by themselves during that situation. But the quarterback did a good job of finding other guys. But, trying to compare each one was a little different, but, it's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough to go out like that, but we just got to keep bouncing back and understanding the process that Coach Sanford's got going for this program and just continue to fight.
Clayton, what kind of challenges does FIU's offense present?
I mean, they're a South Florida football team. The first thing you think of is speed. They have the speed and the quickness outside the skill positions. They have numerous skilled players. They have a quarterback that didn't really know much about going into the season, but after watching him for a day and a half now, he's pretty good. Has a quick release, and I think their offensive line play is really good and really strong up front. They do a good job of putting their guys in position to give their backs room.
Juwan Jones seems like he's really started to break out. I mean, what was he doing well Saturday to get some pressure on the quarterback? What was making him so effective?
It starts with film study throughout the week. You just can never go out there on a Saturday and all of a sudden get it done. So I think Juwan did a great job of studying film and knowing his offensive tackles that he was going against, and also knowing that the run-pass keys that we identified throughout the week. And that's what happened on the sack fumble. I mean, that was just a normal pass rush, and he knew it was pass, and his mentality was different, and I think he made a great play. That was a big-time play at the time we needed it. But his main thing is just is what he's doing during the week.
A lot of times the linebackers, put on that extra move down to D-line. Maybe it takes them a couple of years to kind of get
yes.
that new position. Has it surprised you how quickly he's picking it up?
It's not. He's one of our smartest players. Juwan can probably line up 11 guys on the board. Probably the only D lineman that can line up all 11 guys across the board, DBs, corners, obviously the D-line and linebacker as far as on the board, and probably knows their job. So that doesn't surprise us with Juwan Jones at all. He was a smart kid coming out of high school in Lanier down in Georgia. But that does not surprise us with Juwan. That would surprise us with any other defensive lineman, but not with him.
Clayton, since Brad asked about Juwan, you weren't in there for postgame, but Juwan being the one defensive guy was. And, I give him and Davis a lot of credit for coming in and talking.
Absolutely.
The hardest circumstance. And I know you won't be surprised by this. He handled himself very well.
Yeah.
And just in the tone of your voice, I know you like him as a player. Do you like him even more as a person?
Yeah, he's a wonderful person. It starts at home with his mom and dad. I mean, they at every game, and they're gonna find a way to get there. He has a great home, and you have to. It starts there, but he's a great person. He's a smart kid. He's helping kids with their schoolwork. I mean, he's a class act, one of the top probably in college football when it comes to just a true student athlete.
Because what you talked about with his character. Can he not just get better, but even a whole lot better because he's got it in the head and the heart?
Absolutely. When you can combine those two as an athlete, and then combine the off the field mental stuff and bring all that stuff together, the sky's the limit for most guys because he's pretty athletic for a guy his size and he's smart. He has a really good makeup, so I think that he's only going to get better. I think he's a redshirt freshman this year. Juwan traveled with us most of our away games last year just to gain the experience and just the life of college football because we knew that his future here is going to be bright. And so, he's one of our top guys. He was a leader in that recruiting class of the 17 class, I think. He was basically the leader in that class, and he's one of our leaders now on defense as a redshirt freshman as far as vocally. People listen to him.